there are certain emotions that we experience that are push away emotions. And not so much they push away the person like physically, but that in our minds, they push away the person. And so let's dive into these today. And they're normal and they come up and what you can do about them when they arise for you. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and it's my mission to eradicate loneliness. And these are emotions that create more loneliness in our lives, because anytime we're pushing people away, we are leaving ourselves without connection. And we're creating a loneliness inside this relationship. But it's normal. So from time to time, we will have these emotions. Some of the ones I think of just right now are resentment, right? Resentment comes up normally in relationships, but when we feel that feeling, we start to tell ourselves a story about, why did they ask me to do that? And why did they expect that of me? And why can't they help out? And whatever the resentment is about. Or, it could be about yourself. So why did they ask me? Because now I have to do this thing. And so whatever it is, you start to create this distance in your mind between you and this person. Other things, disgust. When you start to feel disgust about somebody that you care about, you start to go, ooh, gross, right? Gross, I'm not like that. You're telling a disconnect story. Gross that they do that. Or, ugh, it's just disgusting. You are pushing them away in your mind. When you have judgment or jealousy or any number of emotions that you will find on this feel wheel, you are pushing someone away. So the problem with this is not only in the moment does it disconnect you, because you're creating a story that is like this. They're like that and I'm not, right? It's just automatically doing a disconnect. And when it becomes chronic, which means you regularly have this emotion coming up in one of your relationships, you regularly have this narrative in your mind that's pushing this person away from you, it's really detrimental to our connections. It's really detrimental to our relationships. And it makes it so much harder for us to come back in communion with that person when we have continually, chronically pushed them away in our minds. So what do we do about it? These are normal things that come up. Instead of just letting them have their way with you, they show up, you tell the story on this person for this reason, and suffer the subsequent loneliness that goes with that, the pulling away, the disconnection. You can use it as an invitation to look at something. Every time you have an emotion, it doesn't matter how uncomfortable it is, it's actually showing up to help you. It's here for you. It's here for your benefit, right? It gives you information. If you feel resentful toward a person, you're feeling resentment, what is that telling you that you need to do for yourself? Where do you need to say no? Where do you need to change your expectations? Where do you need to put in a boundary, right? If you're feeling jealousy, what is it that that person has that you want to experience, to do, to be, to achieve? So use it as an invitation and like as a blessing that's showing up for your benefit, telling you something about yourself. That's how you can use it to benefit you. How do you benefit the relationship? Because every time we are telling these stories that create this disconnection, we're creating problems in our relationships because we're disconnecting from that person that we want to be connected to. So you can use the arising emotion as an invitation to think about what else is true about them. You may, I'm not telling you to eradicate your emotions or be like, get away, that feels so uncomfortable, I hate feeling disgusted. You might feel disgusted. Give yourself grace, allow it to be here, that's okay. But what else is true about that person? They may disgust you on this one point, but what else is true? Use it as an invitation to balance it out with all of these wonderful things about them. They might be discussing, yeah, but this is also true, and this is also true, and all of these wonderful things are also true. So you can use it as a chance to flip and go into all of the wonderful things about this person. It's an invitation for that. And another way to use it is to think about just like me, right? When you see someone do something that you're judging, you can look at it like a mirror, right? Just like me, that person is trying to get attention so that they feel loved, right? Just like me, that person, really doesn't have very much control in that area, just like I don't in this other area of my life. You can use it as a just like me. We are all human. We all experience the same richness of emotions. And so use it as a mirror. So I don't want you to feel bad when these push away emotions come up. They will arise, but use them as an invitation. What is it telling you that you need to do for yourself? How is this person so many other things that you can focus on instead? And that emotion is coming up. How is something that they're doing just like you? And this allows you to stop that disconnection so that you can come back. It's usually all in your mind, internally, emotionally, and mentally. You can come back into a relationship with them, which is the most important thing. We want to maintain our relationships, and a lot of it is just garbage that's happening up in our own heads, and we can work with that. So if you need help identifying those emotions, let's just go through some of these here. If you feel these are push away emotions, a lot of them are in the angry side of this wheel, right? Betrayed, disrespected, ridiculed. You feel furious, feel annoyed, skeptical, violated. Those are all the kinds of emotions that will cause you to push away people in your life. And so identifying them can be really helpful. So you can grab this at the link. This is a great way for you to continue to grow your emotional self. And that will always help you in relationship with other people. And I wish you all the best in your relationships, and I'll see you next time.